All right, so we are now in 2.7 translations and reflections. Some functions and their associated graphs occur so frequently that we find it worthwhile to memorize them. Please, you need to memorize this function given to you, or the next function I'm going to be showing now, because they are the basic one for us to do these translations and the reflections we are going to be doing. Okay, so these are the functions. There are six basic functions. This is when y equals to x. Don't forget our f of x can also be y. You can call it y. Okay, so this is when y equals to x. That is the graph. Please, you need to know that graph, number one. Number two, when y equals to x squared. That is the graph. Number three, when y equals to x raised to power 3, x raised to power 3, that is the graph. It has an origin. Okay, this also is at the origin here. Number four, when y equals to x raised to power half, it's still the same thing as root of x. Okay, that is the graph. And then number five, when y equals to the absolute of x. Okay, there is a sharp point here. And then number six, that is when y equals to 1 over 6. When y equals to 1 over x, rather. When y equals to 1 over x. And that is what we just did now. You see that it is symmetry about the origin. Okay. All right. So please, these six basic functions, we are to know them because they will help you as we go along. Okay, transformations. At times, by altering a function through an algebraic manipulation, the graph of the new function can be obtained from the graph of the original function. So we are going to be altering some of these things now, and then we are going to be drawing the new graph based on this original graph. You are not to plot some point. You are not to plot the point. You are supposed to use this original graph to draw the new graph. Okay, so these are the transformations. Number one, this is the original graph, and if the original graph is added with a constant c, then we shift that original graph 6 units upward. Okay, 6 units upward. So for example, we have this graph of f of x equals to x squared. What is this graph? This is the graph. X, y, and then we have this. Okay, please make sure you label appropriately whenever we are drawing this transformation and this graph. And it is very important that you also draw the basic graph first. You draw the basic graph first. So don't draw the transformation on the same graph. We want it on a separate graph. So now I want to do this transformation, x squared plus 5. I want to do this transformation. This is the basic graph. Now I want to do the transformation. The transformation will now be, x, y. I'm shifting this graph, how many units upward? 5. Okay, so this is 0. Okay, this is 0. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm shifting this 5 units upward. Okay, so this is the graph. This is the new graph. Again, you don't draw it on the same graph, you draw it separately. You draw it separately in another graph. You draw another graph separately from the basic one because we want to see this basic one first. Okay, so that is it. You shift C unit upward. C is a constant depending on what is given here. Now, in the example I've just done, C is equals to 5. C is equals to 5. All right, in the second one, if it is negative and not addition, then we shift it downward. We shift it downward. In this one that I've done, if it is negative 5 minus 5, then this graph will come from the original one, 5 units downward. Yes. This is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and please make sure you label appropriately. This negative 1, negative 2, we want to see your labeling also. Don't just draw without labeling, because that could be any point. It could be any point there. Please draw with labeling. Whenever you are drawing your graph, you must label appropriately. Okay, the third one, when we have the constant in the function, so you shift it, C unit to the left. C unit to the left. Don't forget this is a basic one. If I want to find f of x now equals to x plus 1 squared. X plus 1 squared. Okay, we are going to shift this graph to the left. This is your left-hand side, and this is your right-hand side. Okay, so we are going to shift this graph to the left. So I draw another graph for this one. I draw another graph, and then this is my x, this is my y. Okay, now this will be my 1. So I shift it to this one, and then the graph will be like this. Okay, so now my new graph is this now because of this. Okay, so if it is negative, we are shifting it to this side if it is negative. But if it is positive, we are shifting it to the left. Okay, please take note of that. Take note of that. Okay, that is number 4 we have just done now. So if it is negative inside the function, then we shift it to the right. Okay. Okay, also, if we have negative multiplying the function, then that shows we are reflecting about the x-axis. We are reflecting about the x-axis. If negative is multiplying the function, we are reflecting about the x-axis. I use the same one that I used before. If we have this one, so this is our f of x equals to s squared, label appropriately. So if I'm finding this one, so I'm reflecting about the x-axis. So that means the graph of that will be that will be the graph of that. Okay, so I'm reflecting about the x-axis. Okay, so but if negative is inside the function, then we are reflecting about, this is 5, then we are reflecting about the x-axis. All right. Also, if we multiply the function by a constant, and that constant is greater than 1, of course, if it is 1, if c equals to 1, it's just the function itself. If c equals to 1, it's just the function itself. So, but if it is greater than 1, then we have a vertically stretched away from the x-axis by a factor of c. Then it will be, if it is like this before, then it will be something like this. Then it will be something like this. Yeah. Okay, so that is when we multiply by a constant with a factor of c. Okay, but if it is multiply with a constant, but c is less than 1, c is less than 1, then it is vertically stringed towards the x-axis. Okay, vertically stringed towards the x-axis. Okay, so that means this will now be shorter. It will be shorter, and then we are going to be having something like this. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I'm coming.